Hello everyone, welcome to Lamina Nails. In this video, I'll be doing a very cute, very easy ladybug look. I want to first off thanks Christine, who is Mountain Witch Christine, for sending me the reel or the video on Instagram because it was perfect timing. It was exactly what I was looking for. I really wanted a red look, but for spring. And I want to thank Nail Art by Jen for posting that video because it was super cute. So shout out to both of them and a big thanks to Nail Art by Jen. I will link both of them in the description box and put a link to the actual video that was sent to me in the description box so I can give credit where credit is deserved. So I'm starting off here with Born Pretty 6-in-1 nail glue just to create an even base, and then I did file that down to rebuff it, and now I'm going over it with Born Pretty's Jelly Nude in JN10. It's a nice neutral, more almost leaning tannish to olive when it comes to this exact color. There are other colors. If you're a neutral base, if you're a pink base, a yellow base, whatever, there are tons of colors in their Jelly Nude collection. So I recommend going through and trying to find one that might suit your skin tone if you haven't yet. This is Born Pretty's JN01, which is a white. It's a very it's just your basic white. There's nothing like too special about it. You can probably make it yourself by mixing some white with some base coat. But I did this just to lighten it up a little bit and create like a brighter look to it. So this goes into the lamp for 30 seconds each because they are sheer, right? They're very sheer, so they cure easily. From this point on, I'm using mainly Benelisa Mud Gel. I am using one glitter polish from Beetles. But I'm going in first with Benelisa's Mud Gel in V39, which is your true red, like your true crayon red, your true lipstick red. It's just that go-to. It's in between a yellow and a blue red, so it matches with a lot of people. In person, it's a little darker than the video shows it to be. It might seem like it's more on that orangey side, but it is a true red in person. I recommend using a detail brush to make that French tip shape, and then going in once it's perfect and once you've got it right with a thicker brush and filling it in, because it's just a little more tedious if you try to fill it in with that that detail brush. I wasn't sure what shape I was going for here, but I ended up with more of like a rounded V French, like a deep V, and I think that one was like most appealing to me. That one sort of gave me the look I was going for. So we have that goes into the lamp for a full minute. Remember, Benelisa needs a full minute to cure. And then on top of that, that's where we start, adding our extras. It's okay at this point if it's not solid, because if like there's brush strokes or something, because we are putting on that glitter, which is Beetles A79. It's part of a very large set. I do go over it with my own glitter mixture, where I mixed some loose glitter in with some base coat. And then here we're making that ladybug. Now on the video, the whole nail was the ladybug. I only did part of this so that when it starts growing out, it wouldn't be too visible. And this is a really good trick for people if you want a manicure to last long. You can do all those steps and like prep it properly, but there's always that giveaway when you can start seeing the growth between the cuticle and the actual gel. So doing this where you have that more like beigey or skin tone colored base underneath, and leaving that gap allows room for it to grow out seamlessly, or at least like not as noticeable. So here I'm making the flowers. I did do this again different than the video. because I was going to do the white flowers, but then I thought, I do the red ones because it ties it in a little better. It makes it, more one color than anything else. I don't know. I just thought it was sort of cute. I tried it with the white, but I went back to the red. So I put 3 flowers, 3 little like 5 leaf or 5 petal flowers here. And once again, like you can see that it's sort of see-through. It's not very solid, but this is done because I'm going to put that glitter over the top, and it'll create that more solid look to it. Of course, you don't have to use the glitter, and you can just go over with another coat of polish to create that more solid look. And this goes into the lamp for a full minute to make sure it's cured properly. Benelisa smudges, like I said. So we go into the lamp, and on top of that, we do the same thing where we put on the glitter, right? So that Beetles glitter in A79 comes back out. I did use a detailed brush to put it on the flowers. Also, the thumb is identical to the middle finger. And this goes into the lamp for about, I think I only went 30 seconds. I might have gone a full minute just to be careful. But you can see that all that translucency and like the brush strokes disappear once the glitter is on top of it. So next up, you'll see I did use a little bit of this chrome. It's not really needed. I just wanted to add some more texture, and then you can't really see it once the glitter's on top of it anyway, so it's really not a necessary step. But I did that, and then in the next clip, you'll see I got some loose glitter and mixed it with Madame Glam's base coat to create a little bit of a heavy concentrated glitter mixture. You can see it here. I just wanted it to really pop. I wanted it to be visible. I wanted that glitter to really stand out. So I mixed it, and then I applied it to the nails, the same place I applied the first glitter, and then I put that into the lamp for 30 seconds. You can always put this into lamp for a minute if you want, and that'll make sure that it doesn't run because sometimes red will run if you don't cure it properly. So here's Benelisa's mud gel in V40. This is a black, and what we're doing is sort of like drawing a T on that nail, the ring finger in this situation, and it's mainly like you fill in the tip and you draw a little line down the center, and that's how you make that base sort of body of the ladybug. And I'm using this mud gel because I don't have to apply several coats of it. It comes out very solid in one pass. So that went into lamp for a full minute. And then once it came out, I did add the little dots onto the side of it in the same mud gel. I think I might have filled in a little bit more of the head of the ladybug just to make sure that it was like extra opaque. But that goes into lamp for a full minute. Once again, like I say, Benelisa, it just really needs a full minute because it will smudge. So next we have Benelisa mud gel in V41. The other one was V40. This one's V41. They're black and they're white. So V41 is white. I'm not sure if I said V41 was black right now, but either way, we're going in with white. We're making 2 little eyes. we're also going to add dots onto the center of the flowers so that when we go over those centers with the yellow, it really stands out and doesn't sort of get muddled by the red underneath it. So that does go into lamp for a full minute. This might be able to just go in for 30 seconds in all honesty, because it is just little spots. And then we just add on those little dots for the eyes. And before I put that into the lamp, I did go ahead and put the little yellow dots for, using Madame Glam's The Perfect Yellow on those white dots on the flowers, and then that went into the lamp for 30 seconds, and it was perfectly fine. It cured fine. So once that's all done, I go over everything with Madame Glam's base coat, and that goes into the lamp for, I think I put it in for a full minute, even though I think you can do just 30 seconds, but I did want to make sure it was extra cured. I don't know, sometimes I just feel like certain things a little more curing. I did go a little thick to make sure that those flowers weren't like bumpy or anything, so it is a little on the extra thick side, but basically it's to even out that that sort of bumpy texture. So lastly, we're going in with that top coat, and this is Madame Glam's top coat, glossy top coat, and it sort of evened everything out that needed evening out. And that's the end of the look. I put that into the lamp for a full minute just to make sure it was extra cured. And I hope you like that. Once again, shout out to Christine, and thanks for sending me that video. And to Nail Art by Jen for posting such an easy tutorial. Here I am putting on some cuticle oil. I think it's by NCLA. It's a nail treatment. But I just put it on. I'm not sure if it does anything, but I thank you so much for watching. If you would put like those little ladybugs that you put on them, would you put the flowers in like a different color, maybe like yellow? What would you change about it if you could? Because I sort of like the way that like mine came out and hers, like different aspects. But either way, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this one. I hope you have a great week. Bye bye.